Okay, this is roll 16. And there's Jerry and Carl. I think this was at Christmas time. You do the focusing there. She woke Carl up. He was taking a little nap. What's that? That's me doing something. Playing with the toys or... Oh, that's a dollhouse I built for Debbie, I think.
That's Leslie's.
Or Leslie's dollhouse. There's Jerry. Oh, there's Randall, or Randy. He got up early in the morning for that Christmas. And there's Leslie. She was about 3, and I guess Randy was about 2. She got this dollhouse, and it was quite a dollhouse for Christmas. She's showing us everything in it. There's Randall again. Looks like he's got a day sucker or something to chew on. Oh, I remember that old rocking horse. I guess this must have been up to Carl's and Jerry's, wasn't it? Yeah. There's Carl helping out with the toys. There's some of that burnt stuff again. There's Randy. I think they're more interested in that candy they're eating than anything. Boy, you got a lot of that there. You had it pretty good. There he comes right towards the camera. There's Betty Lou and Grandma Harding. And Grandpa Harding. There's Mike and Jerry and Craig. There's Randy. Good looking bunch of kids there. That must be Dale's little girl, that one girl. I don't know who it is. Or else it's Linda. Mom and Dad, that's a good picture of them. There's J. Reed Rowley. Marge. Leah. That looked like Dale from the... Leah looks a lot like Dawn in these pictures. There's Dale and Joyce. Doug and Mary. Marge. That must be Linda. Yeah, that's who it is. Well, look at there. Randall and his spectacles. Quiz Kid. Yeah, that's the Quiz Kid. There's Craig and Narlene and me. This is Christmas, probably over to our house. Charlene and Linda, that's who that little girl is. Craig and Michael. There's Betty Lou. Jerry. That's Swa. She used to say, can you say Santa Claus? And she'd say, Uncle Eldon, I said Santa Saws. Oh, there's Grandma and Grandpa Brew. And that's Leslie. She looks about 5 or 6 there. Them burnt spots are sure coming on there again. And there's Jerry and Randy. Or Dwayne. Jerry and Dwayne. I don't know what that is. I can't tell you. Oh, that's Narlene and Dwayne. Jerry and Dwayne. And there's Randy and his mama. And there's Leslie. Leslie and Randy. She's taking him for a walk. There's Bill. That's Jerry's brother and Grandma Brew. And Laura. And Bill again. This was down to Grandma Brew's. And there's Uncle Bert and the Count. Looks like some kind of a cemetery or two. Oh, Bert Gary Parkin. Now that was the little girl across the street from our house. Boy, look at Dwayne. He's really singing a song there. Oh boy, he's mad at the whole world. There, that's a little better. Yeah. He had big brown eyes. I can't remember that girl's the neighbor lady's baby. Oh, there she is. Do you remember her? Well, you wouldn't remember. Here's all the kids again. Jerry and who's that? Oh, that's Randall. There's Dale and Stephanie and Reed. I don't know who that is that he's got there. Vernon Gale. There's Leah. And there's Dwayne and Narlene. Boy, you got a ghost there. What happened? There. Looks like all the kids doing the dance there. There's Frosty. My little red Ford. Grandpa Harding. There's Alvin and Linda. There's Grandpa Harding and Randy. And Grandma Harding. Somebody's putting ears on J. Reed Rowley. Oh, what a face. Dale back there putting ears on him. There's Joyce and Stephanie. Narlene and Dwayne. There's Marge and old Reed sticking his head around in front of everybody there. There's Craig. Craig and Jerry. I guess Jerry was about 8 and Craig about 6 there. Some of these people, I don't know who they are. Oh, there's the old peacock down at some zoo that got after Randy. Oh, this is a San Diego Jew. There's Aunt Marge. And the old chicken and all her little bitties. There's a Carl Dean. There's Randall. He looks like he'd be about 2 or 3 there. And there's Grandma Parkin. And Arlene. That was a pretty good zoo as I remember. There's Randy and Dwayne. Uncle Bert and Count got cars to push him there. There's Carl Dean, he's our green hat, and Uncle Bert. Ooh, there's some alligators. Alligators. Old Randy, he's fascinated with them alligators. He wanted to get right in there with them. There's the old bear sitting up, looking people over. That's Hippo the hippopotamus. Is that getting near the end there, Randy?
No.
There's a big old elephant. Probably killed him for his tusks. There's another hippo taking it easy. That's a giraffe to you that don't know. There's some more bears. They had a ditch, a moat between the bears, and they was just like this out there in the wild. They'd sit up and beg for food. There's a seal. There's the old chicken. Randy liked that chicken. He liked to move it so he could see all them little chickens. There's Dwayne. Oh, and this is going across the bay on the ferry. There's Randy and Carl Dean and Uncle Bert up in the wheelhouse. You just drove your car on that ferry and the way you went. There's some Navy ships all tied up out there, and looks like the wind was blowing pretty bad there. Uncle Bert always wore a nice hat, him and Count. Oh, there's the lone stranger. Oh, he does see out that a little. There he goes down the walk. Yeah, he thought he was the real Lone Ranger in them days. There it is, wintertime again. Oh, that's when we flew to California in the Beechcraft. Stagger Wing Beach. I think that's when I flew down and brought you back in that. The snow was about 4 feet deep in the runway, and there's little old Randall in his snowsuit. Does that need focusing? No, I get there, right there's good. Yeah, there's the guys I flew down with. That was a pretty good airplane to fly. I remember once I got up over down there in St. George, and it shifted into high gear, and I thought the motor had stopped for a minute. Yeah. Well, Edgar Bergen had one of them. This is taking off to go to California in it. There's Eddie Poe, and Uncle Joy head was right hitting in his head there. I double exposed the film a little bit.
I don't know how you did that.
I don't know. I don't either. There's another place along here where it shows Uncle Joy right in the mountains.
Here's another. This whole roll is double exposed.
All this is double exposed here, Randy says, and I believe him. I can't tell what it is. There's another airplane flying over there alongside of us. So this has got to be all double exposed here. There's Randall. Randall in an airplane. I don't know what this is here. Oh, this is Tom Bullock. He was on the Death Baton March. This is when we flew down to Las Vegas one time. Eddie Poe and Mike Jensen. This guy here, we took a 6-passenger airplane. Gosh, all the guys coming out of the motel, we must have took 2 airplanes. That's the Stagger Wing Beach. We flew 2 airplanes down there that time, I guess. I remember this lady, but I can't tell you her name. Okay, that's Michael, and I don't know who those babies are. Can't tell. Let's see, that's somebody's twin. That's Don Allen's twins. That's who that is. I think that's Don Allen's twins, yeah. I'll be darned. Yeah, they're all grown up and got families now. Must have took this while I was down to quartet practice, maybe. There's Don's wife and Don. They sure look young there on that picture. Here's the deer up the mouth of Provo Canyon one winter when it was bad. They come right down the mouth of the canyon. There's 3 of them going up over the mountain. Oh, there's old Randall again. Boy, he's a nudie, that Randy. There's Dwayne. Arlene and Dwayne and Randall. Whose house is that we're in front of? I don't know. Well, it must be up our house. Oh, there's Donna Rand's wife, Elaine. This is going down the old ditch over there in the rubber life raft and all the neighbor kids. Randy and Dwayne and the Brown kids. That's all covered over now. That's Michael Oran, that one kid there. That ditch wasn't hardly big enough for that raft to get through. How we doing there? We getting the film more down, or? There, I'm unloading the kids out of the raft. They like to ride down that ditch in the raft. Oh, there's my old Dalmatian dog. I'll tell you, that dog was a pheasant hunter. Old Ashby shot him. He didn't like dogs, so he shot him. Boy, I was mad about that. I really told him off. Let's see, who's that? Randy and Dwayne, and who's the little guy in the back there? Wonder if that could be Lance. Don't hardly look like him, though. Huh?
Oh, that's Dwayne. The other kid was Michael Rand.
Randy says the other, yeah, there's Elaine Rand. That was Michael Rand. There's Dwayne. He was always serious. Sitting in the sand pile there. Here we go down the ditch again. What was that Brown boy's name?
Jerry?
Jerry Brown. There's Dwayne again.